Kiitos Matti. I prefer to speak in English because after learning Finnish at the age of 7 when watching Ridarias ihmemiestä ei ole kovin paljon harjoittanut, mutta my English is much better than Finnish. So I'm very happy to be in Finland. Actually, it's our 4th country where we have officially now office open, and we are starting our lending activities. And coming to Finland yesterday, actually, it wasn't too easy because the travel restrictions, they tend to make harder every day, and hopefully the trend is going to turn soon, and we get back to normal soon. But more than ever, in this situation, small and medium-sized companies need alternative funding solutions, and investors of different profile need to have different investment opportunities. And the situation in 2008, when I was more active in the real estate development, was somehow similar, because very often when I had a great real estate project, banks tend to say no to that because of the financial crisis that happened in the end of 2008. And it took some time for me and my partners to do something about it. But in 2013, we actually started EstateGuru, so the company is now already about 7 years old, and we started to develop a digital platform, pan-European platform for investments and for borrowing funding, getting funding to real estate projects and business loans also that could be backed by real estate. So our mission is has been from them to develop a pan-European cross-border platform for property finance, to make financing and investment more efficient and transparent, and to offer a seamless borderless service for both borrowers and investors 24/7 and globally. So we have developed during these 7 years the product that is EstateGuru platform. We have become the market leaders actually in continental Europe by having now about 85,000 unique visitors per month. And for borrowers, for small and medium-sized companies, it's a fast and flexible solution to get finance for their projects, whether it's a real estate development or it's a business loan or it's a bridge loan, the money they would need for a short period of time. And for investors, it's the platform where investors could invest into property loans in different countries that are backed by different type of properties. So it's the great way to diversify investment portfolio. And actually we have made it quite low, the entry barrier. So actually people who have just 50 euros could start their investments. And so we are now seeing on our platform just regular people, just millennials who start their first steps in investment world, teachers, policemen, just regular people. And at the same time, also institutional investors have found our platform. We have now worked more than 2 years with a German bank who is investing aside with retail investors. So it's actually for everybody. So where we stand today, as of today, we have now funded about 240 million property deals in 7 different countries. We say that we are in 8 countries, although we have offices in 4, but we have done the first deals, first trial loans in Germany, Portugal, Spain, and we have just received the license also in the UK. So ultimately, we plan to launch all Western European countries. So what else about the platform? all our investments are property backed. So 96% of the cases it's the first rank mortgage. And as I said, there are 85,000 unique visitors per month, but actually we have 60,000 registered investors on the platform. Majority comes from Germany, followed by other European countries, Baltics, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, the UK. The return from 2014, the annual return has been an average 11.69%, which is quite high in the market, and maybe that's the reason also why investors are returning to the platform and continuously build their portfolio. We have 48 people currently working at EstateGuru. They're coming from different industries, banking, finance, fintech, risk side, legal side. So basically, it's very unique group of people of different expertise that has come together with a mission to make our financial world more transparent. So last 5 years, some graphs how we have developed. The speed of funding has gone significantly quicker. When I started, it took about a week to fund a loan. Now, smaller loans, less than 200,000, we pretty often fund in minutes, and 1 million loan could be funded in a day. Number of investors is continuously growing. At the moment, we are getting about 2,500, 3,000 new investors to the platform, and 41% of them start investing. And more than 90% who make the first investment actually continue making investments and build their portfolios. To date, we have funded more than 1,700 different cases, and the funding volume has been almost doubling year-on-year basis. So what is the future? What are the three drivers EstateGuru, how EstateGuru will lead the next wave of SME property-backed financing and fixed income investing? It's definitely geographical expansion. We just hired the country manager to Germany after done the first deal, 2 million euro loan against the commercial building in Stuttgart that actually to date is already repaid. And we're planning to launch next month in Germany, having the office in Berlin. And next markets that we're targeting are Spain, Portugal, the UK, Netherlands. So we plan to cover most of the Western Europe, Central and Western Europe by 2025. Institutional funding. So it's a very good sign actually that institutional capital also has found EstateGuru. So it makes it more comfortable also for retail investors to invest, because usually institutional funding is really hard to get, because there are the quality criteria that institutional investors are looking much more stricter. And more than 2 years now, we've been working with a German bank. We have a credit line from a Hamburg-based bank called Warengold. We are now in a final stage with a due diligence with a Swiss bank. And there are a couple of debt funds, one based in Switzerland and one based in London Mayfair, who have made their trial investments and planning to raise the volumes. So yes, we are open to new institutional funding, and we're planning to grow our investment volume significantly next years. And the more institutional funding we have on the platform, the more we can offer projects also to the retail investors, which leads to the more bigger diversification which is good for everybody. And the third driver is the technology advancement, of course, because we consider ourselves as a technology company. By having facilitated no more than 1 million loan contracts during these years, it wouldn't have been possible without the technology what we have developed. So we're developing technology in different areas. At first, loan origination, we have different tools to find the deals and to get them to the platform. Then underwriting technologies for the risk department. Our risk department consists of professionals coming from real estate finance, from the banking sector and real estate valuation companies. But these guys need a lot of good tech tools also to make their decisions faster and to be more efficient. Then loan servicing technologies in order to service these tens of thousands of investors with a low head count. Of course, technology is very helpful on that. And litigation management. In some cases, some loans could go into default also. So it's very important that we have efficient processes in place and technological aids for that to recover these loans. Fortunately, last 6 years, our default rate has been only 2.5%, and we have recovered almost 50% of the loans of the defaulted loans so far, with a 10% return to investors, and there has been 0 loss of capital so far. So that's a short intro from my side, and I would be happy